Hello everyone and welcome to Training in My Life. And this week it's the Friday Natter, because that's what I'm going to do. Just sit here and natter. It's Friday evening, I've finished work, I've travelled home, and for the first day this week it hasn't been raining when I've walked from the station. Every day this week, when I've gone out in the morning it's been raining, when I've come home in the evening it's been raining. And it just makes it so dark morning and evening. So it's a really happy day because I'm home in the dry tonight. Yay! And even better, it's Friday evening, and that means that when people are going out, they've actually got a dry evening to go out instead of having to have raincoats and stuff with them. So that's good for everybody. So how are you doing? What kind of week have you had? Well, we're getting towards the end of January now, so maybe some of those things that you had as New Year's resolutions are still going strong or have fallen by the wayside. I set that intention rather than a goal to lose half a stone, 8 pounds, in 1 month, and I've actually already done that. In fact, I just went on the scales now and I've lost 9 pounds. So the trick is not to put it back on before the end of the month so that I can say that I completed that intention. So fingers crossed. I need a drink because I'm all croaky. Hang on. One of the reasons I'm doing a Friday Natter is because I haven't been able to film because it's been so wet on a weekend. And last weekend I went up to what I call the squirrel park to hopefully get some more action footage of those squirrels doing crazy stuff. But the gates to the park were locked, which is really unusual. I went up at 9 o'clock in the morning and it's never normally locked. You know, they go round and open them all up all over London. They do that with the parks. So yeah, I couldn't get any squirrel footage. But tomorrow is the, what's it called? Big Garden Watch, I think it's called, by the RSPB. And I've signed up to do that. So for 1 hour tomorrow, in fact, I think it started today actually. I think it's today, tomorrow and Sunday. People watch their gardens for 1 hour and record how many of each kind of bird that they see, and then they submit the information, and that way the RSPB can track where birds are less than they were before, or if there's more of a kind of bird in a certain area. So it's like information gathering for them, which is good. And I don't think I'll really have problems in recording how many of each kind of bird there was, because I had like a dry run, a practice, and I had one robin for 2 minutes in 1 hour. So, and then I did check on other days just to see, and there were a couple of magpies on one day, and I saw a sparrow. I'd never even seen a sparrow in the garden before. So the thing is, the time of day when you record it is you know, it's pot luck. When I only saw the robin, I was recording between, well, not recording, but watching between 7 and 8. The idea of doing that was, I thought, well, if I've got to go and do stuff on a weekend, then I can do it early and then go off doing things as well. But I don't think that really worked because they didn't seem to be around. I mean, it's crazy because you can hear them tweeting that dawn chorus thing. So you can hear them tweeting, but I couldn't see them anywhere. So our garden, I don't think, is very bird friendly because there's a fence and a hedge and then a hedge at the back. But yeah, I think trees are good for birds. We haven't got the trees. The trees are on the footpath at the front, and I see birds occasionally in those trees. So yeah. So we'll just see how I get on tomorrow. But I just wanted to take part because I think it's like supporting a good cause in a weird kind of way, because obviously they're a association that records birds and their migrations and stuff like that. So if it helps them out, why not? It's an hour on a weekend. Anyone can do that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing part of tomorrow. I do hope it's going to be dry tomorrow so that I can get out and do some filming. A couple of ideas, but we'll wait and see about that. Yeah, so if you've been setting goals and trying to get into them, how are you doing? How are you doing with the fitness thing? Now, I did say that I would try and do at least 2 to 3, I think I said 3 times a week. Yeah, I think I said 3 times a week. An exercise video, and I haven't done that. But I have tried to fit in sort of 10 minutes on the exercise mat at different times of day. We've actually got like exercise matting as the living room carpet, and this is because we've got a running machine and a bike and an exercise one, and this matting, which is like spongy, it was in squares and locked together. Sometimes I use it as a background when I'm photographing things, but yeah, we've used it in here because there was too much of it to put in the dining room, which is where we've got the running machine and the bike, which is kind of just because we needed a place to put them, so they're out of the living room. And we've got divider doors, so we can make the room bigger if we were using them, which technically we should be, but it's they've got stuff on them at the moment, so I'd have to clear the stuff off. And that wasn't the intention I set. The intention I set was to do exercise videos, because the running machine and the exercise bike, I tend to think of as exercising my legs. I do so much walking anyway. I don't think I particularly need that. It's just the rest of me. So, and I did bring 2 weights, dumbbell things, into the living room, so that if I was doing something, if I was watching something, I could pick one up and sort of go. So I wouldn't say I'm doing very well with that intention, but I'm showing willing. The trouble is with the long commute, and I'm usually editing each evening, I just can't find the time. And people always say this, don't they? Well, you can find the time if you want to find the time. You can find 5-10 minutes. You can. So I mean, I find it depends on my trains as well, because I can get home, my journey is 2 hours, but that can be 3 if the trains are rubbish, and if it's 3 hours, I quite often don't even put a video out, put a short out, because it's been such a hell of a journey home. So that's life, isn't it? It just gets in the way, kind of thing. But yeah, if you've been jogging, if you've been doing that couch to 5k, is it? Something like that. I hope you're doing well with that. I keep seeing joggers out, and all those brave ones in the shorts with the bare legs, and it's like winter. But good on them, if they can manage to do that. So yeah, you can see people, and you see people, because I'm out early, you see people going into the gyms as well. So they're still going strong. So they say there's like a dropout rate, isn't there, with gyms, and it tends to start sort of February, and by March they can have lost half of the people that signed up in January, which is sad, but at the same time it's just one of those things. At least they tried. So, and it might have just started habits that they will keep up anyway, because even if you drop out of using a gym, you might have got in the habit of eating healthier and keep that healthy eating going. So who knows? Yeah. and what kind of week have you had? Mine's been up and down, sometimes quiet, sometimes busy, bits and pieces, not bad, not good, just there. So, but that's often what weeks are like in work, isn't it? It's the way it is. And if you have a job where you love it and you go to work going, yay, every day, good for you. And I think that's what we all aspire to, that kind of doing what you love. That's what they say, isn't it? So yeah. And the main thing is to keep smiling and, you know, get up and out from under that duvet each morning and catch your train or your bus or walk and or drive and get to work and just get through the day and earn that money to pay the bills so that you can be at home and enjoy your home life as well, and your weekends, and or if you're out partying tonight. Yeah, this is, like I say, I'm doing this Friday Night Natter because of the fact that I haven't had a chance to do any filming. So hopefully the weather will get a bit better. It's been mild for this time of year, and that from the icy weather we had like a week ago, it's been milder this week, but it's been very, very wet. So yeah, it's I get off the train at night and I know I've got bits and pieces of shopping to pick up, but I don't do it because I'm like, no, because I'll just get even wetter then before I get home. So yeah. So I keep trying to remember to look at that bit of my camera. I'm using my phone to film this, and the lens of the camera is right over this side, but when I see myself and I'm sat in the middle of the screen, I want to look straight ahead as if I'm talking to you, but actually I need to look over there to actually be looking as if I'm looking at you to talk to you. It happens in lots of my videos, but I'll get better. So if you set a goal in January to do something about your career, how are you getting on with that? Have you managed to speak to the boss about a raise or a promotion? Or are you just trying to be more confident and show that you can do these things so that you'll get noticed? You might be looking for a house, or a flat, or somewhere new to share. You might be thinking of moving, and there's all kinds of things involved with that, all those little bits of the puzzle that you have to fit together before you can do anything. And yeah, I should imagine it, if you want to view any properties, it's hard to see a property like a house in a good light when there is not good light because of the rain and the grey skies and stuff. It does make it that when you're inside you tend to have the lights on all the time, and that's not an easy way to view a place. I can see why they used to say people always look for houses in the spring, but nowadays they do say that they start in January looking. So maybe people are used to seeing dreary places. And then it's a nice surprise when they bought it and it has some sunlight on it and it looks, wow, even better. So anyway, whatever you may be doing, I hope you enjoy your Friday, and good luck with all those goals that you've been setting, and I hope you do well with them. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and come back next time. Bye for now.